Is Good Rep Media here, and we are going to be talking about offer creation today. My name is Cody. I'm joined by Jordan. How you doing today, Jordan?
I ain't doing too bad, Cody. I ain't doing too bad. Got some plans for after work today. I'm gonna go see a movie and kind of have myself a good day.
Ooh, wait. Are you gonna go see the new Demon Slayer movie? Is that what
I
you're gonna
am.
go see?
I
Oh
am.
heck yeah! Have you
Yep.
seen it
Yep.
yet or no?
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. I've had like a spoiler for it. One single one that I think happens very, very quick in the movie.
Yeah,
Um, so hopefully I go in pretty blind here.
I was gonna
Um,
say I haven't had any spoilers. I'm avoiding them like the plague, but I need to do a rewatch before I watch. I have
yeah,
not seen the
I
most recent season.
I hadn't seen the last two seasons. I watched them both the last two seasons in like a day and a half. Like, and it wasn't even like that extensive of a binge.
Yeah.
It's just they're like 20-minute episodes, and I think they're like 11 episode seasons. Like
Yeah, they're
you can
relatively
get through
quick,
them
I
pretty
know.
pretty quick. Yeah.
Well, and it's I if you are an anime fan, which anyone listening, if you're an anime fan, you probably understand this. Anime used to have a lot of filler and extras and a lot of crap, and
Hmm.
they don't do that anymore.
Well, it's because my personal belief on that is like anime has become like so saturated. There's 100 million of them that you'll never even hear about. That
Mhm.
it's now to the point where it's like it's not just these shonens where it's like they catch up to the manga, and then all of a sudden it's like we have to do things in between. It's like,
Yeah,
well, we can make our money doing a different show while we wait for the manga to release more content. Like
yeah,
back in the day with like Dragon Ball and Naruto and all of that, it was like they would catch up to where the authors were at in the manga, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, this is our cash cow. We're making so much money off this. We got to keep doing things. So they would do filler episodes. Now it's like, well, we can now divert to a different one and do that
yeah,
one right now, and then give this one time to catch up. And I
yeah.
appreciate that because filler is awful. There's
Filler
been
is
some good
absolutely
filler.
awful.
There's some good
I
filler.
So my partner Cassidy, she absolutely loves filler because she's like, if I like the world, I want to learn more about the world. And I'm like, okay, fair. But filler is not learning about the world to
Because
me.
it's
Filler
technically
is
not canon.
non-canon BS that the showrunners
So,
need to make up.
so like you got to learn to kind of split your mind here into two canons. You got show canon and you got manga canon,
Yes.
and so it's like what happens in the show can still be show to that universe or canon to that universe, and then like maybe just not canon to what happened in the manga. Like I think a great example of this is like you look at Naruto, and like we're about to do like a deep dive into anime things here that most people probably don't even know about. But like you look at like what like 300 episodes into Shippuden, they do the Kakashi Ambu Black Ops arc, which is
Mhm.
completely filler, completely non-canon, but like adds such a great layer in relationship between two characters that are like considered to be like the best characters in the show by a lot of people. And so
Yeah.
like you get such an extra level of depth that's like I don't care that that's not canon. That to me is cooler than some of the actual canon stuff.
See, and I'm over here of the mindset that some of that stuff is cool. Everyone has cool stories to tell, but that's also like basically fan fiction, flat out.
True.
And fan
No, you were
fiction's
right.
not bad. I'm here for it. There's some of it that's very good, but also like if I am there for an author's story, I want to hear what the author has to say. And I do think like especially with like Naruto, hasn't the writer, the author of Naruto come out and been like, "Hey, I've helped write these stories." Or maybe I'm thinking of like My Hero
Maybe
because the
you might
movies
be
are
right.
non-canon in My Hero, right?
Cor- I think the movies are technically canon in My Hero,
But
but they're
they only
stupid.
exist in movie.
Yes, exactly. But like, I think you're right. I think the author has been like, these
Yeah.
are canon. But then they look at them and they go, hey, these movies are stupid though. like this is like the worst. This is like the worst IP for you to be like, hey, the movies are canon. It's like because like the things that happen in this movie now do not make sense for the actual canon. And it was
Yeah.
like, see, there are other shows like there are like some Dragon Ball movies and stuff that are not
Mhm.
canon, and it's like those would fit perfectly right into the timeline.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change anything, wouldn't make anything different. But now you have like this My Hero one where it's like Bakugo got one for all for a minute there. And it's like, And what, now we just are supposed to forget about that? Like,
I do remember specifically watching the Bakugo getting one for all, and I was like, okay, so like, what in the like something needs to happen here in order to make this
yeah,
happen
and then
again.
it's like,
But it
okay,
was
you
just
used it
cool.
for a fight, and then he forgot he had it.
Well, there was some universe. It's been a long time since I watched, but there was some in universe, whatever reasoning. But it's always like hand waved, kind of BSy, whatever.
I mean, that's one of the things that you gotta also accept with manga is like sometimes like some manga are great at getting very deep into like explaining every little detail. Like Attack on Titan will do that really well, but then like other ones will be like, we don't care, it just happened. Like JJK, JJK, like left so many people so angry for so long because of so many things that were just like, yeah, that's just kind of how it went, dude. It was just like,
Yeah.
okay, we're not going to elaborate. We're not going to dive deeper into that. Although they did just start a JJK sequel manga, just started last Sunday. New issue came out last week. It's basically JJK Boruto. I don't
Well,
know.
isn't it supposed to be taking place at like the same time or
Nope.
concurrently? Is
It's
it
about
different?
80. It's like 70 years after, 80 years after. It's Yuta and Maki's grandchildren, and aliens
Weird.
are coming.
And aliens are
Aliens have
coming.
come.
Oh,
It's Boruto.
I mean that's kind of I could be here for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I've read the first one. I haven't read the second one yet, and it was all right. It it didn't feel super JJK. It's still being written by Gege, but Gege used to do the art for JJK. He's no longer doing the art for this one, so it looked a little different.
Mhm.
And they mentioned some of the characters from the old series. I'm really hoping we're gonna get like an old man Yuji. I'm hoping he's gonna show up.
That would be
Um,
kind of sick. He'd be
yeah,
what, like 85, 90?
yeah, he'd be in like his 90s, which whatever. Again, going back to what made me say this, wave of the hand. Hey, whatever. He just exists. Yeah, he ended up being 125 years old, dude. Whatever.
We're
Welcome to
here
anime.
for it.
Welcome to
So
manga.
so to bring that back around to
I don't
to
think we
to
can bring that
make it
around.
make sense
It
because this is
won't.
what we always do. Um the offer of a manga, when you pick up that magazine, you know what you're going to get when you pick up a manga. Almost every single time the
Uh,
offer is entertainment.
snaps for that gymnastics level stretch you just did there
Hey,
to
we're
tie off
stretching
this
it, but we're getting there. The
yeah, yoga out here.
hey, I mean, we're getting there in the end, but it's the idea of, okay, when you buy a manga, you know what you're getting, right? Manga are the same. They're all different stories. They all have different art styles, but when you go to buy a manga, you're getting the same thing every single time. You're getting a bunch of paper that's stapled together, has really cool art. You know that when you open it, it's going to have some like, advertisements at the front and the back, and it might have like a discount code for a special like action figure. And then it has a cool story in it with a bunch of pictures, cool art. So you know what you're getting. It's a clear offer with a
Yeah.
clear price. You have a whole conveyor belt surrounding it where you're like, okay, wait. I've got this cool story that I've already written. It's a book. Now let me turn it into a comic book. Let me turn it into a web comic. Let me turn it into something else. And that's changing up what your offer is. Just kind of bringing it around to the idea of offers. And I want to kind of dive more into the on topic aspect, mainly because I freaking love offers. But when I say offer, what do you know what I mean when I say offer? Like, what do you think of when I say an offer?
Well, me being in the space, I feel like I have maybe a better grasp on what offers are than maybe some of the viewers outside of the space. But
Yeah.
my view of offers is basically opportunities given to affiliate marketers to provide also this opportunity out to like the audience to visit, to go to. Basically it's an opportunity for you to make money by promoting something to someone else.
Yeah, pretty much. And I feel like it's almost like I'm up like real broad up here, and you're like, yeah, we've got offers because we do really specific stuff for our company. But like an offer at the end of the day, in my opinion, my understanding is this is what I'm going to give you to make money. This is what I am offering to you. Will you buy it? And what that offer is could be anything. I am offering, the government has an offer. We're offering you a ruling structure that will keep you in place and provide some structure to your everyday and tell you, okay, we have this police, we have fire departments, we have health and medical, we have taxes. So Are you accepting that offer of the government? Yes, you are. You're being a citizen. That's a very, very high level offer. You're laughing. Yeah, you don't think that's an offer?
This entire time you've been talking, I have just been picturing that offer meme where it's like the guy holding two things out, and it's like, I get complete control and authority over the state. You get taxes.
quite literally, that's the offer that you're buying into. Now, mind you, when you agree to that offer, you're getting a whole bunch of other things, which
Yeah.
are, the benefits that we're supposed to be getting from our government, like, okay, education and roads and all of these things that keep getting cut, which I think is hilarious. But as our taxes keep going up, anyways, not to
Oh
get
yeah,
political,
make it
but
make
that's
sense.
one
Can't.
example of an offer. Another example of an offer is when you go to college, you sign up, you're like, I'm going to go to college. They're offering you a piece of paper, and it's going to cost you this amount of money and this amount of time. And here's your piece of paper. Is that offer worth it? At the time, when a lot of us were going through it, yeah, we thought that offer was worth it because that
We
piece of
thought so.
paper,
Our
they sold
parents
us the
told us
idea
it
that
was.
piece of paper was worth the same amount as what we were putting in.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what the offer was. The offer was, we're giving you this piece of paper. Here's time, cost, effort, energy that's going to go in order to get that payoff. And so, like, offers are really broad. With those examples, you got one. Jordan, hit me. Do you got an example? You got an offer? What's an
No,
offer?
yeah. What? You just put me on the spot there. I was
100%, dude. We're on a podcast.
All right.
Everyone's on the spot.
All right. My offer right now is the one that I just took up with our owner here. I get $400 in computer upgrades. You get better stream quality from your lives.
Very true. That is 100% an offer. So when you come up with that idea, Jordan's getting a little specific here. So our company, we offer like a computer benefit because we are all remote. We all work with computers all the time. We need to have working devices. So the company has offered like a $200 laptop help fee for the longest time. Now, $200 does not go as far as it used to back when this fee was first established. So we've been working on increasing that. We actually did just get it up to $400. And so the offer was, hey, I'll give you $400 so that you can get your equipment that can work better online because you have to be online for your job. Also, I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear any scratching? I've got my door closed, but the
No.
cats are going a little crazy.
No, I don't hear it.
Okay.
I don't hear it. I was worried you were hearing the vibrations. My phone's on the desk, and all of a sudden my phone is just vibrating.
Just whoop. Kobe. But no, if you do hear that, let me know. I've got some pretty crazy kitties. They do not like being locked out. So whenever I go live or like live stream and have calls, I'm in here talking and they can hear my voice from across the living situation. They're like, wait.
And like this is like their sunbathing room. You're in their sunbathing room.
This is their little cat paradise.
I want to take a little sidestep. We were talking about the upgrades on the computer and everything there. Everything seems like it's running much better for both of us right now.
Yeah,
look at this. Normally by this point I am delayed. Like my voice and video is not lined up. I noticed it on a short from last week's that like my voice was lined up in the short. Yeah. I'm very ecstatic about that. That was killing my entire drive to do these lives. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like if you're delivering bad product, like you have no desire to do it. You know, why would you intentionally want to put something out that's a bad product? So this is exciting for me.
Yeah, and I'll be real. So I was talking last week, or maybe it was the week before, about how I handle like myself, my drive, and my challenges. So like me personally, when I want to accomplish something, I have to set goals. And I need to like reward myself when I accomplish those goals. It's just kind of how I go through like life in general. And it's really helpful for me to be like, hey, okay, if I upload a YouTube video for 31 days in a row, I can buy and upgrade my computer. Great. And so during those 31 days when I was uploading those videos, I uploaded some awful videos, man. It was a bad product. Like, and I'm not proud of it, like I shot those videos. I sat down, I spent an hour working on a video and I finished and I looked at it and I was like, I hate this. I don't like this and I don't want to look at it. But you know what? I had to upload a video that day. I had to do it. I made myself.
Does the shame of the quality of that video, is that outweighed by the pride of accomplishing the goal of getting a video out for an entire month?
That's where I'm at. Is I think the pride of being able to accomplish it. I definitely had days where I was like, fuck it, I just need to get a video uploaded. Like I wasn't happy. I didn't want to shoot the video. And I know that when you go into it with that like mindset, it's not going to turn out as well. Like there are 100% times in that period where I woke up and was like, I need to record a video this morning. And I sat down and I'm like, I really don't want to record a video. Like actively sat there and was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the right mindset. And you know what happened? It didn't go well.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
fun fact, it didn't go well, but I did it and I accomplished it. And more than anything else, I kept myself on that goal. And I think that's like, I don't know. Is that good, bad? I don't know if I'm in a place to say like that's a
I think
positive
it
or a
is. I
negative.
think it's good, especially because you can talk about it in the way that you do. You know, like
Yeah.
you like knowing that you did like bad quality on something isn't the end of the world, because like it's a space to learn from it. You know, like the more you do where you're like, oh, that was bad, the less you're gonna do it in the future. You know,
Yeah.
so I think that goes a long way. There's also something to be said about the ability to recognize that. Some people, like, you know, are so in their like everything I do is perfect, you know, like just doing it
Yeah.
is going to be great. Recognizing your own faults, I think, is like one of the greatest strengths a person can have, you know. And on top of that, you're new to it, you know. You should take pride in the fact that some of what you did was good, because that's
Yeah,
crazy. That's the crazy
exactly.
part.
And I think that's where to bring all of it back to offer creation. When you think about offer creation, we're talking about creating offers. It's going to be really bad the first time. You're not going to be very good at creating offers because you're not going to know the value of what you're offering until you get some customers, until you get some people actually using it. So on that example, my YouTube channel, like I'm working on this YouTube channel. What is my offer in there? Okay, my offer is some entertaining YouTube content. I provide a way to relax for about an hour to an hour and a half listening to a video. Now, you look at that and I'm like, okay, so my videos are an hour and a half. They're straight. It's me playing Magic. How can I make those more relaxing? How do people watch those videos? Most of the people who watch those long videos are not sitting there actively watching the whole time. They are walking around and they have this on in the background. They have it while they're also scrolling on their phone. So what can I do to improve those videos? And this is I'm working this out like while I'm talking to you right now. Is I'm like, I don't have background music. I can get some royalty free background music to go
Yeah,
underneath my voice and underneath the audio to provide a little bit of like a soundtrack to
yeah,
what's going on. And maybe even more so, if I'm getting into it, I can set up maybe AI to auto have like the soundtrack get a little bit louder in my recording when I'm not talking. Like I'm sure there's some sound quality stuff that I can
oh
mess
yeah,
with there. But that's getting into okay, now I'm improving one little aspect, thinking about how people are going into my product, how people are looking at my offer. My original offer is I'm going to create a YouTube video and put it out. Now I've done that for 31 days. I want to see how do I improve that offer? How do I get more people to watch?
yeah.
And I think that's
So
important.
when you have your offers, you know, an offer consists of two core components: the
Hmm.
value and the sacrifice. You know, like,
Yeah.
what are you giving up? That's your sacrifice. What are
Hmm.
you getting? That's your value. So when you are building your offer, which is your YouTube channel, you know, you're like, what you just said is telling me you are sitting there trying to find the value right now. You know, you like, what can I do that makes this something that someone is going to want to have on, whether they're watching it, whether it's on in the background? How can I give this person some type of value or increase the value that they're receiving?
Yeah.
The sacrifices are going to come in there too. You're talking about potentially doing an AI for that.
Well, and
That
it's
and again, that's a hypothetical. That's just
yeah, yeah.
all
Well, no,
hypothetical.
more so, I wanted to get on this. The sacrifices being made are like the time, energy, and effort of learning.
Yeah,
So my sacrifices are I don't know how to video edit. I've never edited a video in my life. So I need to learn how to do that. So I need to sacrifice some of my time, my energy, like my mental. I always call it spoons. We've talked about this before on the
Yes.
podcast, I think, right? Where we
About
talk about
balancing spoons and yes.
spoons and spell slots.
That's a good one. That's a really good
I
one.
I do still. I think about that spell slots example all the time. But that takes up spoons. It 100% does. Where I'm like, hey, if I need to figure out how to edit videos, I mean, I was just going back and forth with Eric Veda, who we've had on the pod a couple of times, about some video editing software, some ability in it, and he was basically working with hooks. Working on me with hooks, and he's like, "Hey, so if I watch that video, I need to know in the first 6, 7, 8 seconds what I'm going to get when I watch that whole video." And I'm like, that's not something that I'm doing, but it's something that I could do, because right now I record the full video from start to finish and then I upload. If I edited or recorded something and then edited it into the front for like a, hey, you're about to watch me
Yeah.
draft this and this, come check it out. Like, now I'm video editing. Now I'm getting a little bit more of a hook into the front, and I can work on something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's what I say you should be doing with each video. Every video starts, hey guys, this is Cody here. You got this video. You don't have to have this level of energy that I got, but like, hey, it's Cody here. I got this new video today. We were playing around with this black blue deck. I think we did some really interesting things. Keep an eye out for this, and then it fades off. Maybe you can also use an AI to like generate you like a little like animated Cody's channel, comes up and then black fade back over into your actual video. The easiest thing you can do, you just click and drag 3 little videos, add a transition, you're done.
Yeah. And see, like, figuring that type of stuff out, it's just something that I've not done before. And so I'm sorry. I'm gonna go open the door for the kitties.
No, and I'm getting worried. I'm like moving and I hear my chair squeaking and I'm like, oh God, I feel like that's getting picked up.
Goodness. No, I actually can't hear that at all, but I can just hear, oh my goodness. Loki does not, you can see him, he's jumping up immediately.
Loki's coming to get on camera. Hey Loki.
He's like, I'm the camera ready one. I'm here to talk about offers.
Yeah,
so my offer for you
is always the one on camera. Loki's always the one on camera. It's never Freya.
No. He is the like needy little son, and she is the standoffish daughter who doesn't want any attention ever.
Yeah.
All right, come on, bud. He'll sit in my lap now. Oh, see, I love cats. They're just phenomenal little things.
Cats are great. I just noticed that I see 2 chats over on the side here. I haven't opened the chat this entire time.
It's not Jordan. Can't hear the chair at all. Yeah, exactly. Don't try to make noise. Oh my goodness, I can't hear anything but
I was gonna say that's the quietest it's been the entire time. I didn't even hear it.
That's so funny. Okay. You're like dancing in the chair now.
I need it to make noise.
You're like, I swear it is. Loki is offended you tried to kick him off camera. He knows he's an important part of the fight. He really is. I mean, look at him right now. He knows that this is his spot. And he's like a demanding little guy. The thing is, his offer is eternal and unconditional love. You just have to put up with him scratching at doors and really, really wanting to be on top of you anytime you're talking. It's one of my favorite offers, I will say.
Yeah, that's a pretty good offer.
I do got to talk, buddy. Ugh. Ugh. Good boy. Anyways, to bring it back, when you have these new business ideas, when you have like an offer that you're wanting to create, I feel like there's a mindset shift where you're like, I don't want to give up these ideas. I don't know what to do. I've got this great business idea. How do I turn it into an actuality? And I feel like a lot of people get like stuck, paused. They're like, hey, this is a great idea. So if you had one of those business ideas, what are you starting off with? What are your I'm trying to think of an example, and the very first example I thought of is like, hey, remember when we wanted to create that app about tracking food trucks?
Yeah.
What would you?
I mean, let's take that as like what we're trying to do there. First of all, you gotta figure out who your audience is going to be. I think is a big first step.
Yeah.
You got to figure out, is my offer, is it going to food trucks or is it going to people looking for food trucks? Like, am I trying to capitalize? Like, yeah, there's probably food trucks would probably be willing to spend more money per, give you more money for the offer, but there's a lot more people out there.
Yeah.
Like for every one food truck, you maybe have 100 people looking for food trucks. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, that food truck's going to give you $50, but those people are going to give you 10. You're going to get more money from those people. And then
Well,
you start to weigh that out, first of all. Then I guess even before that, you got to figure out exactly what your offer is
I
going
was
to
gonna say,
be.
what
Yeah.
is the idea? We got to talk about what is the actual app here. So the whole idea of the food truck app was we were going to create an app that was available on the Android and Apple app stores. You would download it, and it would be track my food truck or track food trucks, something like that. People would be able to go in and download the app, and they'd be able to look at their city and have a bunch of air tagged food trucks. We would also list local events. So if there was like a, hey, there's something going on downtown where a lot of food trucks will probably be. But it was basically a find my food truck type thing where you can load it up and it'll list food trucks all over the place. You'd be able to click on a food truck and they'd have their own like profile and citation on there. It was a neat little idea that we'd come up with. Now, to your point, who's the audience for that? The audience is people who want to go out to eat. 100%.
Yeah.
That's who we want on the app. They're the ones that are going to download it, they're going to use it, they're going to go and find the businesses. So, now that we have this is what we're going to do, this is who our audience is, what's the next step?
So you figure out what you're going to do, you figure out like who the audience is going to be, and if you're already in a place where it's functioning, you're ready to get it going live. I feel like at that point it becomes promoting the offer, getting it out there to whoever it needs to be in front of, through whatever means that you're going to go about. Here at Good Rep, we're big on texting and emailing.
Yeah.
I'd say those are like our two biggest ways of doing it. Um, I would say go with those typically, especially food trucks. I feel like food trucks are probably uh, a young person's game. So like you figure out you now that you figured out your audience is the consumers, now you got to figure out who the consumers are going to be. Now you're doing consumer demographics. Now you're out there doing a little bit of consumer research to figure out, okay, I got younger people coming out to food trucks. The old people can't get in their walkers and make it out to the food trucks.
Yeah.
uh Shots fired, bang 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 bang.
Well,
uh
it's worth noting. So even at that point, at that point, I'm assuming you put together like an app. You've got that actual app downloaded, and there's a lot of logistics that go into actually figuring out how all of that works. When we were looking into it, like I want to point out like all of the difficulties when you have an idea like this, because tracking food trucks, sure, I would love to download an app and be able to look at all of the food trucks and where they're at. How do you do that? How functionally do you make that happen? We talked about doing air tags. We'd have to have them like set up their account with an air tag associated, and we'd
yeah
have to have it like turned on and off so that they're not tracking their van wherever it happens to be parked at night. Like,
yeah so like AirTag probably isn't the way to go with that, because like AirTag pretty much is constantly running. But
mhm,
like there GPS services exist in just about
yeah,
everything. Like if you have an app, that means you could probably also have like a client side app, or
exactly.
yeah,
That's what we were
where
talking about. And I think that's where we actually were like, so we have like Uber has its front facing, you're a rider, and then you have the back end for people who are
yes,
driving for Uber or doing Uber Eats. And so we would have a back end for food trucks where they would be like, okay, awesome. Now log in for the day or sign up. It would be very similar to Uber, where you're just like, okay, now my food truck is on, quote unquote, and this is my game plan, my hours, this is my
yeah,
setup. It'd be like their own little like Facebook profile almost.
yeah.
Now, getting people to keep those updated and all of that would be whatever. But the main offer for that, I mean, I think that's great. It's a good idea. We have a really like straightforward audience. The price on that is going to be free. Like, it's a free service. If you're one of the food trucks that wants to be on it, we can tell you, hey, we have 100,000 people in your city who use it. Do you want to sign up? Pay us for some money, pay us to be listed, whatever it might be. Now we're being like, hey, pay us for
Yeah.
being on the
So
platform, or pay
so
us to be promoted on the platform.
yeah, so I find it funny because like earlier I'm like, yeah, you want to figure out like, who your audience is. Are you doing this towards the food trucks? Are you doing this towards the consumers? But like a great offer like this is something that you could probably target towards both just a little bit differently. I mean, technically I feel like that's a different offer, but like you start looking at like ads that you can run on the consumer side. You start maybe looking at like giving them opportunities to like do like a mobile order through a food truck where it's like, hey, you can put your order in, now you come and pick it up. Hey, here's a little service charge on that, you know, and then you can split the service charge either A as an offer back to the truck and then keep some for yourself, or you could just like keep it all. And then like maybe it's like, hey, now the truck also has like a service charge attached to any order that gets put in through the app. So now both you're getting paid from the consumer and you're getting paid from the truck to like just implement something simple on top of an app that you had made to just track in the first place, you know?
Well, exactly. And I think the main thing to like keep in mind when you're doing stuff like this is that you want a good idea that's going to accomplish something cool. Like
Yeah.
I made some notes. I always make notes. I like to reference my notes because I think it makes us authentic and kind of honest because like
You
let's be
take
real. We
notes?
don't know everything out there. We are not perfect people. We know a lot and obviously we've been able to, achieve and show our success, which I think is super cool. But also we're not perfect. So I've got notes that I reference and one of my notes that I made was from hobby to offers because we're both nerds. We're both very, very big on Dungeons and Dragons and Magic and Pokemon and Funko and all of these different like nerd things. So if you were to get into it, if you were going to make an offer, if you were going to turn your hobbies into like actual money making, you think you'd do it? No, I see a no.
Yes, but I'm not going to sit here and say what I would do because I ain't letting all 2 viewers that we get on this show steal my ideas.
Do you want to talk about your pizza idea? Is that
No,
is
no,
that
I'll
too
talk
much?
about that idea. That idea I'll talk about. I'm
Okay.
not going to talk about the 2 app ideas that I have.
Which
Yeah,
I want to pause.
you're a fool for doing the food truck app so publicly talking about it. That's going to be an app in 2 days, and you're going
Dude,
to
I hope so. It would be awesome. I want that. I actively want
you
it.
should then make it and make money off of it. Like,
And the thing is, so 100%, that's what being an entrepreneur is. If you're willing to, I've just spouted that whole idea. It is there. If you want to talk about it more, I can give you more ideas. I don't fancy myself an entrepreneur. I don't fancy myself a business maker, at least not in these instances, because that whole business model, it exists. We could do that. It would just take a lot of work. It would take a lot of energy and effort and a lot of devotion and dedication. And right now, my devotion and dedication is focused on a couple of other things. Being an
fair enough.
entrepreneur is a lot, my dude. I mean, look
Yeah.
at Joe.
Yeah, no, you're right. It
You got to
is.
be
It
you
is.
got to be a little bit crazy to do that type of thing. Which I've got to have a lot of respect for these small business owners. I really do.
Yeah. Like, I
Like,
mean, but like, I think there's a level to like where like it's like, hey, like these people, like, man, they're a little crazy in the head. They took that step. That's awesome. You know, you got to be so brave to do that. But then I feel like there's also a good number of entrepreneurs where it's like, no, we just couldn't work with people.
mhm.
You know, and it's just like we had to
Oh,
be the boss, so we had to do it. There was no risk. The only risk that we had was failing and then becoming a 9 to 5 with a boss.
yeah. Which I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I don't think personally, like I could I go out there and do what I'm doing now by myself? Probably. Like,
Yeah.
do I want to? No, not even slightly. I have absolutely no desire. I appreciate having a team and having like the resources that we have available as a larger organization. Like we are able to help our clients so much better because of how much we have available as opposed to if I were by myself or you're working with a 1 or 2 person team where they're limited because they're only 1 or 2 people, and that
Yeah.
is a real limitation sometimes. Now, that's a different offer, obviously. But okay, so you don't want to talk about your app ideas
I'll
because
talk
you've
about the
got great app ideas.
I'll talk about the pizza.
Talk
So
about the pizza idea.
you're talking like to tie it to what we're talking about, hobbies, interests. Who doesn't love pizza? Who doesn't
Mhm.
love pizza? Cody, what's your favorite part of pizza?
Um,
Don't
I,
don't
I,
don't derail this.
I,
Don't
I,
derail
I,
this.
the thing is, you're not wrong. It is. I do love
It's
the
the crust.
crust and I love
It's the crust.
pepperoni.
It's everybody's favorite part of the pizza. The cheese and the sauce. That's not to downplay cheese and sauce. Cheese and sauce is delicious. Pepperoni's great, you know. But everyone's favorite part, the crust. What if I told you I have a concept, Cody, that will give you not just one crust on every slice of pizza, everyone's favorite part, but two, maybe even a third crust on every single slice of pizza. You may be asking, how is that possible?
Tell me
How is that?
more.
Yeah, like what multiple crusts? How? The crusts are only on the edge of the pizza. How is that possible? Why are the crusts only on the edge of the pizza? That's what I ask you. There's no reason that the crust should only be the edge of your pizza. What I say is you have a normal circular crust on your pizza like you always do, but starting right up there at 12 o'clock starts a spiral of crust. All you gotta do, roll together a little dough, spiral that thing around in that pizza so that it comes around, so that when you cut out your triangle, you get your top level crust, you get the middle level crust, and if you're close enough to that coil at the base of that spiral, you might even get a third crust on the very first bite of your pizza. That's
You
3
might
crusts per
even
slice
get.
of pizza. That's 3xing the amount of crust on your pizza.
Sometimes you just need to 3x the amount of crust you have on a pizza.
They they're already doing extra cheese, extra pepperoni, and stuff like that. Nobody out here offering extra crust. What?
And so I will say we were discussing this the other day, and I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. And he's like,
You
yeah, I
didn't
want
say
to
that.
patent it.
You didn't
I
say
want
that. You didn't think of it. You're
no,
like, I'd
no,
have
no,
to
no.
see it.
I said it was a great idea. What are you patenting? Because when we talked about it before, the whole thing you were talking about is like, I want to patent this idea. And I'm like, that's a great idea. You don't patent ideas. You patent the process of making that pizza happen. So how are you making that happen?
Okay, then I'll trademark it. It's our trademark pizza. There you go.
Is
You
that
can
different?
trade.
I
You
don't
can
know.
trademark a design. You can absolutely trademark a
Can
design.
you trademark a pizza design?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I mean,
You can't
next
tell me,
next
but if
week
you
on Joey
can't tell
Matterhorn,
me
we're
I
bringing
can't,
lawyers
if
on.
you can't tell me for certain that I can't do it, then I don't have to tell you for certain that I can do it.
That is probably the most Joe thing I've ever heard you say. That is.
I'm gonna
I'm
make
proud.
$1 million off this pizza, Cody, and you're gonna sit there like, damn, I should
I'm
have got in
not,
on that
dude.
all the
I'm
time
here
he
for the
pitched it.
pizza idea. I'm just saying you need to patent. You need to go in and machine the
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna
parts to make it
patent
happen.
coiled
Because
dough, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna patent coiled dough.
well, so do you have a process like that's? I think that's what you have to patent is like the process to get the thing
Yeah, you
because you
cool.
have to like cut
You
the
go
dough.
like
You have
this
to
with a
get the
bunch of dough.
dough.
You make a big old dough snake, and then you coil it on top of the pizza.
Wait. You make a regular pizza and you just put dough on top of
I
it.
don't know, dude. I don't make pizza.
Exactly. You don't know. If you don't know, you need to know.
Cody, every great invention starts with an idea, and that's the phase we're at. All right, we
Well,
gotta make it happen. I
100%.
get that.
So
But
this
Cody,
is
you're acting like there is some big hurdle between me having this idea and figuring out how to make a pizza with a spiral crust. It seems like it might be the easiest idea ever made.
So the thing is, you're talking about it being easy. That's great. Why haven't I seen it?
Why we have
Yeah.
Cody, what do you think you're talking to? Papa John right now? Like,
who do you think you're talking to right now? Papa John. Oh my God, man. Ugh. No, but really, like, why haven't I seen it then? And then more than anything else, like, I'm here
because
for
I'm
the
not
idea.
going around spouting this idea on podcasts. I'm keeping it close to the vest till I'm ready to go ahead and make it a reality.
I want you to know that I have the investors sitting off camera. They've already heard the idea,
Just
and they've
Joe.
made a triple crust pizza already.
It's Joe. My investors is Joe sitting in a different room playing balls on his phone right now.
Oh my goodness! But no, really, like that's worth talking about right now. Is you've had this idea? How long have you had this idea?
Oh, since like my sophomore year of college.
Yeah. And so you've had this idea for a long time. And I want to be clear. I'm not like disparaging you or anything. I think everyone is on your level of like, hey, I don't think there's a single person that exists. And if you do, it might be a little bit boring. Come up with some app ideas. But like most people have app ideas or business ideas or like these big ideas that they're like, if I do this or if I did this, and there are reasons that are stopping them. And those reasons I'm sure are all valid, but also like they're not, go do it. So like you can make that right now. You can go to Meyer. You live close enough. You can go buy some pizza crust, and you can make that pizza, and you could show it off and be proof of concept. Look at this, and then you can have a triple crust pizza. Like that
I'm
sounds
so
sick.
tempted this weekend to make a
Do
spiral
it.
crust pizza.
And more than
It's
anything else,
gonna come
bro.
out so
I'm
poorly.
here. Do it. Please, I'll do it with you. You want to come over and you want to make a triple process? We'll come
Maybe,
up with a process and we'll do it. More than
maybe.
anything else, like that's being human, and I love it. I love it because
We're gonna
it is an
we're gonna make
interesting
a
idea.
triple crust pizza and a spiral crust pizza in Nashville in 2 weeks.
100%. I'm and that's more
Ruin
than anything
dinner.
else is all of these business ideas, all of these like so I've had this great business idea. I have this great idea for like a company. The I think a lot of people have these ideas and I want to address it mainly because if you have that idea, what's stopping you from doing it and what can you do to start? Like obviously I'm talking about making a food truck app. Uh, I'm not in a position to make a food truck app. I don't have the spoons. I don't have the capability. Blah 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 blah. I
Yeah.
have every excuse in the world to not do that. If I wanted to do it, where would I start? Like if you were to start fresh with your pizza idea, what would be the first thing you would do? If you're realistically you
Like you
decided
said,
I'm an entrepreneur
like
right
you
now.
you've been hammering. First of all, is getting a prototype, figuring out how
Yeah,
it's getting made, how it's getting done.
do
Like
that shit. That's
taking a concept and making it a reality is the
yeah.
first step.
And it's I don't think you're ever gonna get it right the first time. I mean, hell, this podcast, I don't
I'm
think we
I'm gonna get it right this weekend. I guarantee you that. I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
go
hope you
listen to
do.
it.
The thing is, like, I pray on your success.
You're gonna
Oh,
There's gonna be like
I hope you send
around
like 3
7 o'clock
pictures.
today when I'm supposed to be working. Like we're gonna get a good rep chat posted of a spiral crust pizza burnt on every end. And be
Well, and
like, by the way, guys, I've never actually made a pizza from scratch before. So,
okay, that'd be the fucking most hilarious.
that's
But
true. That's
also,
true.
like,
I've had like homemade pizzas, but I have never like made a pizza. I've never rolled out the dough, did the little presser thing on it, spread out
no,
the. Nope, never done it.
it's
Maybe I
so
need to tonight.
it's really not bad. But it's also like
Yeah.
with anything else, like the first time you do something, it's always a little bit. And I know I've talked about this because I have first time anxiety. So like the first time, even if you had like the rolled up dough, because we keep like pizza dough in like the rolled up plastic
Yeah.
bags or whatever to make our own pizzas all the time. The
Yeah.
first time we did that, I was like, am I doing this wrong? Am I putting too much sauce on here?
You
Doesn't
get
matter.
you guys
Really
got nice
does not.
like your counters out there. You got like nice like granite counters, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
We
I
have a nice
wish.
island. That's the
I
one thing.
wish, dude. I'd kill for that. Like, that's the biggest thing where I sit here thinking about making a pizza. It's like I don't have room. Like I do so
Yeah.
little cooking in my kitchen because I have so little room. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I had that counter where you could just like take a handful of flour, just like wash it down, we'll dry it off, and then boom, right there on the granite. You could do like the roll it out. It'd be perfect for it.
So and it's crazy. So Cassidy and I we've talked and we've been like, hey, so what are the deal breakers if when we start looking at houses, stuff like that? I'm like, I want an island more than anything else because that island that we have is oh my
Yeah.
goodness. We keep like our stuff on it. We use it for tools and tables. She
Yeah.
uses it for her plants. Like we
I,
use that
I
island.
I had a massive island in like the middle of my kitchen growing up. I
Mhm,
grew up in like this old farmhouse, but it was a pretty big house, you know, and
mhm.
yeah, massive island like right there in the center of it, which was beautiful. And then my parents then moved up to the house that they live in now, and it had an island, which they then took the island and moved it over to kind of in front of the window, and then like they did a big quartz stone countertop going from the island
Whoa.
to the windowsill, along the windowsill, over to the counters that are like where the sink and everything is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, oh, that's nice because it's like an island, but now it's more like an extension table, like a windowsill table type thing.
Yeah.
It's nice.
See, that's super nice. Dude, I'll be real, and I'm not a cook, but having like just easy access to some of the cooking stuff is super nice. Like, and it is difficult because it's a lot of very easy and simple stuff. For example, we have a red like plastic brush thing for
Yeah,
like brushing butter onto crust and brushing the
yeah,
sauce onto pizza. We use it for a bunch of other things. It's like a $2 thing, but when you're at Meyer or putting together, you're not going to be like, "Let me buy this pizza crust brush for whatever." it's only relevant when you're thinking of it and actually making a pizza. And so there's a lot of like little things in cooking like that, I feel,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you
Like
build up
like
your like,
we're talking about me making a pizza, but I don't have a pan for it. You know,
yeah,
I would have to get a pan because like if I get I'm not a big frozen pizza guy either. I don't really like making like frozen pizzas, but like when I do, I'm someone who cooks it right there on the
yeah,
rack, you know, and so
yeah,
it's like I don't have a pan. Uh
yeah.
I have
Generally,
to go
that's
get
what I
a
do
pan.
too. But the so it comes back to, and I, for me, this is part of the whole like philosophy of like subscribing to being human. And this is my big journey. This is my whole thing of like, okay, if I'm gonna do the pizza thing, I don't think we have a pizza pan either. But I would, if I were gonna do it, I'd do it, and I'm gonna go buy a pizza
Yeah,
pan.
and
Like
I'll
I'm
probably
gonna
buy one
go,
tonight. I'm probably gonna go get lunch, and I'm gonna swing into Meijer, and I'm probably gonna get a pizza pan and the stuff
yeah.
to make a pizza. If not today, then
Well,
tomorrow.
exactly, and that would be my, and I. It's almost, so in my head that's fun. A fun activity for me would be like, okay, I'm challenged to make a pizza. I'm gonna try to do this
And I'm not
thing.
gonna look anything up either.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do it. I might look up the temps to cook the pizza at, but other than that, like
it'll be on the.
I'm just gonna try and make it.
Yeah. Well, are you gonna try to make the dough by hand? I've never made
No,
dough
no,
by
I'll
hand.
just go do like what you did, like the little crack out like
Yeah.
dough.
I
But I am gonna sit there and like throw it up in the air and stuff a bunch, try and
well,
spin it around on my
I was
finger.
gonna say, make sure you look at them because the ones we get, we always get square pizza rolls of
Yeah,
like the square
I'm
pizza
I'm gonna
crust. So
mess up and I'm gonna get like a like thin crust pizza crust and then try and like use that to build
no
my
crust.
spiral crust. And it's just like
It's
shit.
a no crust pizza actually. But still, more than anything else, like brother in Christ, next week if you can make, if we're making a post and you're like, hey, I would love to have Good Rep Media make a post with you posting the like trying that out and being like, this is, we talked about it on the live and this is Jordan's triple crust pizza.
Cody challenged Jordan to make his dream a reality. So Jordan did it with zero research whatsoever. This is the final result.
Which, I mean, dude, I'm here for that. In all
That'd be
honesty,
fun.
like that'd be
Yeah.
great. We talked about making a cheesecake the other day, and I've still thought about that. I'd like to. Honestly, I'm not kidding. We're doing a Friendsgiving, and are you gonna make it to our Friendsgiving?
I think I'll probably make it out there. I didn't look at what the date was, but I don't ever
Uh,
do anything else. Like I mean, unless it's literally like because like I might go up north for Thanksgiving.
it's the weekend before
It's
Thanksgiving.
the weekend before. Yeah, like I'd probably make it up there, and then I'd probably is it like Saturday or is it like
Yeah,
Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah, then I would probably like go to that. Then Sunday after, I'd probably jolt up north and like work from home up north at my parents for Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, that
So
seems about what we're game planning on. But for that, we should you should come over and you should make a we should make
spiral crust
a
pizza.
cheesecake.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheesecake.
yeah.
See, the problem is, I like if I help make a cheesecake, then I won't have any qualms about eating all of the cheesecake.
Well,
Because
one
I
hundred
help.
percent. So the thing is, if we were gonna make a cheesecake flat out, it would be like come over and make 2 or 3 cheesecakes
Yeah.
because that would be the game plan, or a couple of them. So whenever we do, which, hey, everyone listening, if you have Thanksgiving plans and you don't get together with your friends, get together with your friends, do a Friendsgiving. It's my favorite holiday, not even kidding. I love Friendsgiving. We get together, we cook a turkey, and we do it no family drama. It's just whoever can show up shows up. We usually have 20 to 30 people show up for Friendsgiving. It's an amazing time. I get to cook a turkey. I love cooking turkeys. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've been thinking about getting birds to cook like in the meantime, in the time between turkey cooks.
Oh, around Thanksgiving time, Meyer tends to do like a like buy one get one turkey. And so
Yeah,
like my mom like will like normally she has to get like two turkeys, which at that point it's like you should do the buy one get one and get a free turkey, and then you only have to buy one. But she's like, well, I'm gonna buy two turkeys and I'm gonna get two free turkeys, and then I'm just gonna freeze these two birds and have two massive turkeys for whenever I need them.
yeah. Which, I mean, if you have the space, we don't have the space, which is kind of sad. Make me a
Sarah's
gluten
asking
free
you to make a
cheesecake.
gluten free cheesecake for her, and she'll
Hell
pay you
yeah,
for it. There we
I'm
go.
I'm here for it, man.
Offer. You get
Gluten
paid. She gets cheesecake.
flat out. Well, and it's 100% having an offer like that, being able to do very simple things. I want it to be known, Sarah. I've never made a cheesecake in my entire life, ever. So this will be a first for me. but I'm
Yeah, you're
down for
talking
that.
about like whipping up cheesecakes is like your thing for a minute there. I
Oh,
thought we were
so
saying this like, yeah, come get it on Cody's famous cheesecake making.
so at this point with cooking, I have no qualms about doing whatever. Like I will
Yeah,
just cook the thing because I've stepped out and out of my comfort zone with cooking stuff enough to be like, okay, let's just figure it out. And so like cheesecake, I've got my grandma's cookbook. It's got her recipe for cheesecake in it. I'm sure I can follow that. It's not going to be too difficult. Will it turn out perfectly? Maybe not, but it might turn out delicious and it's also cheesecake. So even if it's bad, like is it really going to be bad?
maybe.
I don't think I've had like bad cheesecake though. Have you?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I feel like I could probably just eat a block of cream cheese. So, like, honestly, I don't see how cheesecake could go bad. I mean, it could go bad. I don't see how like it could be made bad.
100. Well, exactly.
Worst case, it doesn't like form into like the cheesecake, and then you just got like mush, and then you pour it into a cup, and you got a little cheesecake milkshake.
I was gonna say, yeah. Worst
That's
case
gotta be so bad for
scenario,
you.
we gotta like make cheesecake brownies or cheesecake muffins or something. Like I don't know what it comes up into. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'm seeing Sarah in the chat talking about cheesecake, never making it either. We'll get together for cheesecake cooking, man. Like I enjoy cooking. She says it's tricky. I don't. Maybe we won't do cheesecake now because
No, but like tricky's fun. Tricky's fun.
tricky is fun. It can turn out really bad. Texture is everything. Ooh.
Flavor is everything.
Well, okay. Are you?
Texture's
You're not a
big. I'm not
texture
saying
eater.
it's nothing. I'm not saying
Okay.
it's nothing.
Okay.
I'm just saying that like you melt a cheesecake down and make it into a little cheesecake smoothie. That ain't the normal cheesecake texture, but I bet it's still delicious. Like
I
if you
don't
mess
know
up your
about that.
cheesecake and all of a sudden it's not a good solid like consistency and you just got a pool of cheesecake, I bet it's delicious.
That would be pretty good,
Yeah, it's like I said,
honestly.
just a little cheesecake milkshake.
And
I
like,
I love cheesecake so much. Do you ever go to like froyo places like Toppings or the Pump House?
yeah, and you
Uh,
can get like the cheesecake chunks.
you can get the cheesecake chunks. They also like nowadays like everyone I go to has like cheesecake ice cream. Froyo. Like
Oh,
it's like
like
one of the
flavored
things that you
cheesecake.
can like do like a cheesecake flavor, and like that's my go-to every time now. Can't help it. Love it. I've considered just doing like going there and being like, well, it's all by weight, and I was like, the cheesecake is actually lighter than the ice cream, so if I just scoop the cheesecake chunks into this and then like mash it down, I got like a cheap little cheesecake.
I mean,
And then you got all the toppings
cheap
that you
little
can
cheesecake
also
is the way to
add to your
go.
cheesecake. You just treat it
See,
like
the
it's like a
my
cheesecake
issue,
factory.
my issue with those places is, have you ever been to Horrocks?
I have not.
Horrocks is like it's like a boutique outdoor plant place. Like it's a nursery for plants, but they also have like a bar and a coffee bar and a like it's like a Meyer back there, but it's a bunch of brands that Meyer doesn't have, but
Yeah.
they're all relatively like affordable. So like when I go to Horrocks, I get little cheesecakes for like $5 that are like, relatively nice size. They're not huge, but it's a $5 little cheesecake, well made, handmade, and they make it there at Horrocks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh hell yeah, for $5. But you go to those froyo places and those things are like $8 minimum.
Well, they're all by weight. It's all by weight. Just don't get as much stuff on it.
Well, cheesecake is dense.
Well, like so is the ice cream and every other topping that you're putting on it when
I
you
mean,
go to
also
those
very
places.
true. It very very dense.
Yeah. Like realistically, don't go there just to get cheesecake. Go to Cheesecake Factory or
I
something.
feel the need to say don't go there just for the cheesecake, but
I do
get the
want to
cheesecake
do
when you
that
go.
at one point. Like I'm going to the movie theater that is like right like across the street from the Pump House tonight. And there's a part of me that is like so tempted to go in there and just get like a little cup of cheesecake and just to see the guy's face. Just to see like what he makes. Maybe I'll be like, hey, you got like a chocolate drizzle and just like drizzle a little chocolate on the cheesecake.
See, just go. I'm sure Meyer has them too. Just go get little Meyer cheesecakes, man.
They do. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
better yet, make your own. We're making cheesecakes,
We're
man.
making
I'm
cheesecake.
excited to make cheesecake. Well, more than anything, I'm excited to see the picture of you trying the pizzas.
The
I think
spot.
that's
I might set up my camera on like a tripod in my kitchen and just like film me doing the whole process of making it. Just like what the fuck?
dude.
Sitting there
If
trying to
you
roll out dough, watching it just come back every single time, and me just like having a panic attack.
just watching you have a breakdown.
Just like breakdown crying because I can't get the dough to flatten out enough.
Well, and I mean, the
And it's
second is
probably fine. It's probably flattened down exactly where it needs to be, but I have like a picture of it needing to be different, and I can't get it there, and I just have a mental breakdown, dude.
and that's part of it,
I
man.
think this is about more than pizza.
But that's part of the experience is getting in and doing the thing and figuring out how it works and like all the difficulties and the hangups and blah 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 blah. The thing is, if you were to actually do that, if you were to actually go in and even if you set up a recording, even if you don't set up a recording and you just made the pizza and sent a picture, that's more than literally anyone who's listening to this is probably done for their idea. Like, let's
Yeah.
be real, because everyone has these ideas and no one does anything about them. I have had book ideas, I've had story ideas, I've had app ideas, and we just never, iterate on them.
I
So
lay in
get
bed
out there and
thinking
iterate.
about my story ideas so much. For someone who like has like dedicated maybe one day of time over the past like 8 years to like actually like building my story, like I think about it almost every single day, and it's like I just got to get active. You just got to get
Well,
active.
and the thing is, for me, again, I always bring this back to me, and I understand that this doesn't work for everyone, but it's really freaking working for me, which is why I talk about it. Because if it works for me, it's got to work for someone else eventually. Make a goal, do something about it every single day. If it's I'm gonna write a sentence a day, do it. Just do a sentence and then keep a record in a Google sheet of like, okay, day one on this date, I wrote one sentence. On day
Yeah,
two, I wrote 5 sentences because when I sat down, I did. And force yourself to do it. And then once you've done it for 31 days in a row, reward yourself with something in some
yeah.
way, shape, or form. Like, oh my God, dude, it sounds like dumb. Like, I want to be clear. It's like the most easy set a goal, do the thing, accomplish goal, reward, but also like getting people to do those things is difficult and
See,
getting
it,
yourself to like commit to
it
that is hard.
exactly. It sounds so simple, but like then like because it seems so simple, like it's so devastating when you don't do it.
Yeah.
That it makes it so and like avoiding that is so rewarding when you do it.
Hmm.
Because like when you set a very simple goal and you don't do it, it's like, man, like that hurts twice as much.
Yeah, I
I didn't
failed the
do the thing I
goal
needed
and
to
it
do,
sucks.
and I told myself I would, and I let myself down on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I agree.
Well, and it's worth noting, and I think this is also important, that feeling you get when you let yourself down, the disappointment, the sadness, the whatever, we feel that way for a reason.
Yeah,
It's valid. You should feel that way. You failed, and it is easy. You should feel that way. Like, that is a
Mhm.
valid feeling. It's not good. I'm not saying I want you to feel that way. I'm saying you feel you feel that way so that you don't fail. Because failure doesn't feel good. So you don't want to sit there and be like, "Oh, I hate when I fail. I'm too scared to try." Go out there and fail. Experience that failure
Yeah,
because that feeling, even though it sucks, it means you tried.
yeah,
And oh, how many people don't try is insane to me. And even me, like, I'm really bad at it and I talk about it being easy, like I still failed. I
yeah.
did my 31 days of video and you know what I did after that?
Nothing.
9 days of no videos.
Are we
I
back getting
quit
videos out?
immediately.
Are we getting
What?
videos out again?
I am. I
Yeah,
have done
I saw you sent in like the Discord chat like some of the images and stuff for them. So
yeah.
good job.
So I've gotten back into it. I don't have a set goal for myself and it is a lot harder to get out and do them. I have a video that I recorded yesterday that is ready to be posted today. I have to make a thumbnail for it. I have to write a video description. I don't I normally I have it all done and recorded and I'm ready to go so I can like clock out for my lunch and I can get all of that done and posted, but I'm really not feeling it. I'm packed today. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done and posted. It's a really good video today, by the way. It's a 7.2. I go all the way with a really nice deck. It's a really phenomenal run. Go check it out. But all that to say, like, it's energy and effort for not very much payoff. My offer is come watch this video, and my what I get from it, the energy and effort that I put into it. Oh my goodness,
Well,
not equal.
your offer is like, hey, come watch this video. Like
Yeah.
you like to them the offer is like you sacrifice some of your time to get a little bit of entertainment. For
Yep.
you, it's like it's the same way where it's like sacrifice a little bit of your time, a lot bit of your time to get like
Views,
satisfaction, like
engagement,
yeah,
to get
views,
some
engagement,
experience. Like, there's a lot
pride.
of different things.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
bringing
can we
this
end
back
this?
all
I'm on
around.
fire right now. It's so hot in my room right now. I'm
Well, so I
sweating.
feel super bad. If behind the curtain, we're finishing up. Thanks for joining us. But behind the curtain here, Jordan's air conditioner sounds awful when he goes live, so he has to turn it off every single time. Yeah, give us a quick second. It starts real quiet. We'll see. We'll see how
Oh,
it
can you
works
hear
up
it?
and out.
Can you not hear it?
I can't hear it actually right now.
Oh.
Wait, is it on full blast?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn on the fan too.
You're like, wait, has it been this good? Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I'm so upset.
What did you fix your audio?
I don't think so. I don't think I did anything to change my audio.
Just timing. Oh, that's so
Although I
funny.
can't hear you guys that great. I gotta turn that up now. But regardless,
Oh.
this isn't turning off now until the end. So
Regardless, we're here.
My room's gone down 4 degrees already, dude.
Well, I'm glad that you're able to not be cooked alive.
Yeah, I'm about to
But
go for a walk outside and get food too. So this is about to suck.
good luck. But hey, guys, thanks for joining us. It's been Cody and Jordan on the Joey Matterhorn channel. It's been Lunch with the Boys.
Hit them with a link, Cody, real quick. Hit them with the link. Tell them what they can do. We haven't plugged ourselves once today.
We have not. We're Good Rep Media. We're a small business marketing agency. We help small businesses get ranked on Google. We help you get your small businesses customers in the door, customers in your CMS. We're helping you rank. We're helping you get business. We're helping you consult. If you're interested, if you have a small business, if you are, kind of out there, you're trying to figure out what your offer is, you're trying to solidify what you can actually make money on, go to our website, fill out a form. I will contact you. You want to set up a free 30-minute audit, reach out to me. I'll chat with you about your business, free 30 minutes. I will try to upsell you. We do offer a lot of really great things, but I'm not very great at upselling, as you can probably tell based on this podcast.
Yeah. Trust me, Cody will roll over at a single no. I guarantee it. I guarantee you, he will not bother you by pushing something.
Oh, don't call me out like that. But hey, thanks for joining us. Join Jordan and I tomorrow on the Good Rep Media Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube channel, where we go live. We're going to be talking Lunch with the Boys. I think we're going to be talking local events and shows. If you're a small business owner, if you've been thinking about doing some local events, getting your name out there, might be something you're interested in. We'll have a little bit more information for you tomorrow. So come join us. I'd love to give you some more then. Any final words from you, Jordan, before we hop out?
Go Lions.
Go Lions. If you can't tell, we're from Michigan. But hey, have a good one. It's been a pleasure, as always, and we'll see you next week.